Hello everybody, and sorry for not making a video in a while. Just school's been pretty hectic, and I was just recently on a very big trip. I went over to Europe. I went to both Rome in Italy and Copenhagen in Denmark. And I had a really fun time because I've never been out of the country before. But anyway, I did some shopping, and it's not a pop or anything. It's actually something that I'm surprisingly kind of getting back to, and that is Legos, because I found there's a toy store in Rome that I really wanted to check out, and it looked so cool. And then I have a bag of everything I got from both places, and I'm gonna place it out here. So got it right here. Though first, I want to thank the toy store. It's called Pinocchio, and it's in Rome, and it's very impressive. Like, it's kind of small, there's two stories, and what they have in terms of Legos is insane. They have tiny sets, big sets, old sets. It's insane with how many Legos they have. So just quick shout out to this place. Thank you for helping me get this set, even though it's fairly new. And I also got some stuff at the Lego store at the airport in Copenhagen, and there's a really nice guy there. So not only did I get a set, but I got a minifigure packet and two polybags, and we'll take a look at them right now. So here's what I got. We've got Series 18 minifigures, which I don't collect a lot. Like, the last time I remember getting one was when Series 1 of The Simpsons came out, because I like The Simpsons, but I'm not a big minifigure collector when I used to collect Legos, but this just seemed kind of cool, and I've been watching a lot of Just Too Good. That's why I'm making this video. But anyway, just kind of wanted to get this one, and I also got this poly bag from Lego City, and since I got this over the country, it doesn't have a name, so I don't know what to call it. Then over here, we got one from the new Lego movie called Lucy vs. Space Alien Invader, which looks pretty cool because you get like this customizable Duplo. And then the big one I got that I wanted is the UltraKatty and Warrior Lucy set, because look at that thing. It just looks so amazing, and I'm going to try to open all of these. And I think I'm going to start off with the smaller one and work my way up to the bigger one, because I could make a separate video for each, but I really don't want to. Plus, it's kind of cool that since I got all these Legos at once, I could just do them all. But since I like you guys way too much, here's a time lapse, and it'll start off from smallest to biggest, and the times when I start to open them and build them and talk about them. But anyways, let's start off with the minifigure. So like I said, Series 18, not a big collector. These ones look kind of cool because there's a lot of costume-based ones, but I think the big thing here is the cop, because he's an old one, very old-fashioned, and he's probably the one everyone is gonna look for, since he's this thing, because there's this thing, 40 years of minifigures, starting with this guy. So let me grab scissors. I did take a look at who they had. A couple interesting ones, but there is one I'm really wanting to get, and that is the dragon costume guy, because he looks really cool, the design and whatnot. So I didn't see who I got. I just kind of want to take this checklist out to show who you can get. As you could see, it's mostly relied on costumes. Maybe besides the policeman and the two little kids with the birthday outfits, it's just mostly costumes. I mean, we got a freaking firework, guy in a cake. The guy in the cake actually looks kind of cool, but oh, I like the race car. He looks cool. But anyway, I want this guy the most, and let us see if we have him. Oh my goodness, I didn't know. Oh. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't know I was going to get the dragon, and I don't know how rare these are, so just say that I have the dragon now is so cool, because he's the one I wanted. So let me just build him. So here we have the dragon, and I think this is based off an actual dragon. Like, I actually think I have this dragon, the big one, but this is just the minifigure I wanted the most, and he just looks so cool because there's the mask, and you have to attach the horns. I didn't know that, but the wings are pretty nice. I love the tail. And then, as you can see, you just have to put it on top of the legs, and then the body, and then it's the wings and the mask, and the face is kind of an angry guy. Let me take this off. It's kind of angry, though if you turn it around, he looks more happy. And I guess it's the freckles, but I think it's supposed to make it a little kid. But he's still kind of grown up because he doesn't have the tiny legs. But yeah, just I really wanted this guy out of all the 17, and I am so glad that I was able to get him. So got very lucky with my minifigure, and I'm just so happy I have him. We are now moving on to the first polybag I got. The man at the airport was so nice because he gave this to me for free, and he also gave me the Lego Movie 2 one for free, and just thank you so much because I normally don't get polybags because they're not that interesting, but getting it for free, I'll take it. So thank you once again. And then we have this female police officer on a jetpack with a robber who has a helicopter drone taking away just a single $100 bill. So let's open it. See, this does have a fair amount of pieces, like I'd say 30. So, but polybags aren't the biggest thing, and of course this comes with an instruction manual. And here's some other Lego City sets. Seems to be revolved around farming. But I have instructions on how to build the robber, how to build the jetpack, how to build the female, and of course I need to know how to build the drone, which it's really cute too. So I think I'll start off with the minifigures first. So we first have Police Lady. Wait a minute. So her face looks like this, and it's not two-sided, though on the polybag in the packaging, she has kind of like this smirk. So why does she have this face? I don't know. So we have our police lady here. She's got a nice design with her suit, and they give her a helmet because she's the one with the jetpack. And looking in the back, I'm not a big fan of the Lego City series because it's kind of standard and boring, but I know some people like them, though the only city I'm interested in is Lego City Undercover because that's a great video game. But I'm just not a fan of the City series because it's too basic, but I think getting a cop is kind of nice because I have the Lego Dimensions of Chase McCain, because how can I not? But yeah, so this is what she looks like, and she does come with a jetpack, so let me build that real quick. So here's what she's supposed to look like. She has her vest on with the jetpack, which it was only like 7 pieces, and then she is carrying handcuffs, and yeah, so she's supposed to look like this. She could fly around and swoop up people and arrest them for the greater good. But now let's move on to the second part of the polybag, which is, of course, the robber. Here is our robber, and of course he's holding a remote control to control the drone. And very basic robber, the striped suit, the numbers, the hat. Most robbers, generic robbers, just look like this, but I do like the face. I love the speaker on the side of his head, because with the hat gone, it just kind of sticks out like this. But if you do have his hat on, his generic hat on, it's not placed well, but it hides it, and it just looks, oh, actually, he looks cooler like this. But yeah, I really like the speaker design, and let's get on to probably the biggest part of the polybag, which is the drone. Overall, the drone looks like this. It's a base, and you connect the propellers to it, and they spin. And of course, it has its money on there, which I think the drone itself costs more than what you're trying to steal, pal. But yeah, very basic, and you can control the propellers. Just keep it away so it doesn't rip up the very little amount of money you want. Oh, so basically, the polybag looks like this. You get two characters, they have something customizable on them, and then you have this drone with a few extra parts in case you miss any, but it's an okay set. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of polybags because they don't offer a lot, unless it's a minifigure, because as you could see, minifigures are worth a bit more, but it's cute, and like I said, I wouldn't have bought it, but since I got this for free, I don't really mind it, though. And then again, I'm not a fan of Lego City, but I bet some kids would like this because it's very simple. It conveys the situation, and yeah, kind of cute. We are now on to our next polybag, the Lego Movie 2 Lucy vs. Alien Invader, which, if you haven't seen the trailer or the first movie, the alien is just a Duplo. I haven't seen the second one. I love the first one, though. Though I might want to see the Batman movie, though, because I hear that one's really good. But it's weird how they say it's Lego, the Lego movie. Anyway, let's open this one up. In all honesty, this is less pieces than I thought, but I guess it's easier to make the Duplo than I think it is. But let's open this up, and we will first build Lucy. We've got our Lucy figure, and besides Emmett, she's kind of the main character. Well, Emmett's the main character, but then she'd be second. And of course, she's got her apocalypse look on. She's got the goggles, the scarf, the bow and arrow, crossbow. And I'll say this, she actually looks really cool. I don't know if it's the goggles attached to the hair or the scarf, but I kind of like this apocalyptic Lucy wild style look. And of course, she has a second face, which makes her look more happy. Though, of course, since she's up against evil aliens, fix her hair up. She will be angry for now, but let's get on to the main part of the polybag, the Duplo monster. Here we have our Duplo alien. It's a blue and orange color, and there are a lot of Duplo monsters in a lot of the Lego Movie 2 sets, though I don't think there's an orange one. I know there's a green one because I have the UltraKatty set, but I know there's a lot. It's just, if there is only one orange Duplo monster, then it can make this polybag kind of worth it to complete the collection. And it has a giant eyeball, and oh gosh, you can kind of spin it around and make it look, kind of make its eye any direction. You know what, this one's kind of cute. So yeah, you could spin its eye around, and it has this kind of, this, because it's a monster and it eats. But at first I was kind of confused, like, why don't they just make basic Duplo parts instead of just using Legos to build all of it, because you can see all the lines and such. But now seeing the presentation, I really like this idea. So let's get on to the full polybag. So this is what it looks like. You get one Duplo monster and a Lucy minifigure, and I bet they have a lot of her, but who knows? I guess she's just a pretty common minifigure because, again, she is one of the main characters of both movies. So yeah, so I think the only cool thing that's exclusive about this polybag is the Duplo monster and how it's orange and such, but it's really cute. And I guess if you want this just to have another rare Duplo monster, then I guess that's alright. Her hair's too big, I can't. It's the, oh. Alright then. Now we're on to the big one, the one probably everyone was waiting for, the UltraKatty and Warrior Lucy set. And this was about, it's 30 bucks in America, but I got it for basically 30 euros. And yeah, let's open this up. As you can see, they have a few bags, and of course they number them. So I guess we have to do it in this order, but who likes to do it in order? No, I'm kidding. We have our booklet, and it's kind of thick. It's not, because it's kind of a $30 set, but anyway, we'll just start off in order, starting with number 1. According to the instructions manual, part 1 will have a part of the UltraKatty body, the green Duplo monster, and another Lucy. So, let's open it. And here we have the Lucy of this set, and I kind of compared her to the minifigure I have in the polybag. I'll show both of them. Besides the set Lucy having the never stop sign, I don't think there's any difference to them. I mean, I think they're both the same figure. It's just the set has the never stop sign. So yeah, she's gonna be pretty common to find. It's just I think the set is the only one to have this sign. But let's move on to the Duplo monster. Okay, we now have our green Duplo monster. In the polybag it was orange, but now it is green. Still a blue bottom, though I think the mouths inside are a bit different. This has an extra stud under it, and then here it's just the flat piece, but it's still the red, the white. This one's a bit more loose and floppy. This one is a bit more stayed on, so you actually kind of have to make an effort to pull it out. But what makes this Duplo monster unique is on the back there's a little knob, and you can make its eyes spin, so it can look all crazy. It's actually kind of scary, but yeah, this is what makes this Duplo monster a bit unique. So, got the Duplo monster, and now I will move on to part 1 of the UltraKatty body. Now, I know you guys probably just want me to wait and get everything, but since it's split into 3 parts, I just kind of want to show you guys how it looks now. This is mostly the body. I think these sides will be the arms, back here will be the tail, and then maybe the head right here. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on building until it's fully done. I will stop here, just to show off what I have so far, because this is a lot of progress. I've got the body for the first part, legs for the second, and of course the legs are very, very flexible, because at the ends you got the circle, so you can move them basically anywhere you want, and then here it's kind of the latches, so they just snap on. So yeah, let's just continue on. Now, I know I said that I would just keep continuing the build, but I just realized part 3 comes with the Emmett minifigure, so I will kind of stop and kind of show the minifigure before I continue on with the final parts. Here we have our Emmett minifigure. I think it's the same body from the first Lego movie, because I remember in the trailers he's the only one that really hasn't adapted to the apocalypse world, but I thought that was kind of funny. And strangely enough, this set comes with 2 hair pieces. I think they're the same, but it's just still kind of weird that they have 2 hair pieces. And is this hair piece? I don't think this one's the same. This one looks like it has a bit more lines than usual, but it does have the weird on the back. And yes, this Emmett does have another face because it's on the back of the box. So yeah, and we will put them aside with the others, but we will finish with the final touches for UltraKatty. And with that, UltraKatty is done. It was not that hard to make, but man, you had to connect a lot of the circles into the slots. But I just love this design. It's just so badass. That's all I can say. It looked so cool. I thought it was cool from the trailer, and she's very flexible. You can move the head around, you can move the legs around, you can make her in a ton of new poses, and I think that's what mostly stands out in this set, just how many customizable poses there are, because you can move her head, you can move each part of the leg, you can move the leg itself to kind of spread out. Just So many poses, and that's why one thing I really like about this set, besides that, it just looks really cool, and she comes with two other faces, which you can switch out, but since she's so big, you kind of have to pull it apart one by one. Doing a terrible job. So you can kind of switch it in with any face, though it does take a lot more time, and I see that these faces are much, much bigger than the normal UniKitty face, which isn't a problem. I mean, it would look weird if she had like a green or a pink face on this red body, but still, it's really cool. This might actually be my favorite face, because look how cute that is. She looks so cute. Now, of course, she has a seat on the back where you can put Lucy. You can make her stand here, and of course, she's holding stuff in her hands, but she can hold this rope and kind of control her. And no, let me just. And there we go. Lucy's on UltraKatty like it is on the box, and yeah, I kept her cute face on because it's probably my favorite face out of the three. But yeah, so that's basically the set, including the Duplo monster, and then Emmett's just here for some reason. But no, I really like this set, especially because I wanted this, and I'm so glad that I get to have it now, and it's just so cute. And there we have it, folks, my two polybags, minifigure, and set. So we got the main star of the show, which was UniKitty, or UltraKatty, Lucy, the Duplo monster, and Emmett. Then we have Lucy with the alien Invader, or the orange Duplo. We have this female policeman trying to catch the money. And finally, we have the minifigure, which was the one I really wanted, and I'm so glad to have this one, and I'm really glad I'm able to get this set because I really wanted this one, and it's nice to have these two. Like I said, with these, I wouldn't have paid for them, but since I got them for free, I'm like, hey, why not? So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a boring video, but I was thinking, hey, since I have all these sets, this would be perfect to make a video of, and shockingly enough, yeah, I'm actually really glad I was able to do this, and I know it's a bit out of the ordinary, but I think within the next couple of weeks, I should be getting back to normal content, opinion discussion and so on. So just give me a couple more weeks, and I should be back on track with these videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.